blah, blah. But when the game was being played, everybody was just focused on the game. That's why. The game brings us together. Mistakes bring us together, man.
It's like when you see someone about to like take a fall, you know? Like you don't want to see it. You flinch like, oh no, it's gonna hurt. But you can't look away. You know, you just like, you gotta see it. Gotta see it happen. Look at the numbers though. Man, Ryoshi was really good in that game too, dude. 134,000 damage. He was out damaging the Granger too. That's the Abyssal Trap, Abyssal Arrows, all the way chipping in, adding on damage from the early game. And oh man, first pick, it's gonna be UUM.
Hey, that's good. Again, they've won on blue side before already, so this is already really, really good. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
What are you oh-manning about, Mirko?
It's gonna be good. UUM might be able to finish this game. Unless Novus Bravehearts. You know, at this point, whoever starts the game behind will win.
Right.
Whoever you need to come back. That's the only win condition for these teams. If you are behind in the early game, set yourself up because get ready because you're gonna win.
Buckle in.
Buckle in. Yo, I swear, Novus, please ban the Baksha. Please, please, please.
Wait and see, man.
Look at that. UUM coaching staff telling us to chill, calma, and pointing. Oh man. I wonder what Mr. Coach from UUM, from Novus is saying to his players, right? After a game like that.
Probably tell them to keep it chill, to kind of focus on the game right here, reset. It's a long game, it's a marathon anyways. Best of 5 here still. There's still a chance. But now with the first pick being for UUM, shoes on the other foot. What kind of Bakshas, what kind of Estes are we going to see all the way here from the first banning phase?
Dang.
Kalea.
Kalea ban, 1-1 ban. Novus Bravehearts. They ban out the Baksha. Please, please, please ban out the Baksha. No, UEM. I feel like UEM are not going to ban out the Estes again. They're going to leave it open in case, you know, the Baksha gets left open. Look at the coach smiling, saying, yeah, they're going to leave the Baksha open, man. It's all G. We're going to win with the Baksha, all right? Trust me on this. Trust me. Look at him.
To be fair, the Baksha, again, they can flex it. It was flexed by Novus Bravehearts. Do you feel like maybe in the previous game they should have just went with the Baksha jungle?
What?
Right? Because Novus Bravehearts had the Baksha in the previous game, but they used it for EXP. And to be fair, it was working, right?
It was working, so I can't... They are their worst enemies, Rashi. When they see the reflection in the mirror, they're like, ah!
Punch the mirror.
That's my nightmare. All right. Okay, Estes banned. Baksha still up for grabs. UUM probably won't ban it. That I think works in favor. Okay, we'll see. UUM. What do they ban out now? The Yisun Shin also still up for grabs, so technically UUM can go for Baksha and then Yisun Shin for Mr. Zim Joek.
Baksha and then Yisun Shin, huh? Yeah, the Yisun Shin was really, really good actually. Solid option as well. If they really want to avoid and scale to the late game, you know, that's not a bad idea at all. But that's only if they actually want to do so, right? At this point, since the comeback is just so important, do you think it's just more of an issue of like the mental game? So that the team that actually loses in the early game actually uses less brain power when it comes down to that late stage, that fourth lord?
Baksha.
Is that what's going on right now?
Pick it up, boys. Pick it up. UUM, pick it up. Pick it up. Now. Now.
Ideally, they should go for it. Come on.
I swear, if this is a Badang again, I swear.
No way. What?
Sky Juice, yes.
Right, we just got a question mid drafting phase from the Indonesian desk.
Wow.
Whoa, it's a Baksha. That's crazy.
Okay, Novus, Granger. Please don't go Gato. Just go Farsa, right? Just go Granger, Farsa. Play with it again, man. Play with mid prio, man. Right. Or go Badang, sure.
Selena.
Go Irithel. Go Farsa. Just win out that trio mid. Trust me, UUM. Please. Irithel, Farsa. Okay?
Irithel Farsa.
Or yeah, Irithel Farsa. Or Irithel Kimi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a Kimi angle right here if they really want to hide back?
Irithel Kimi. Go for it.
Do they want something that can tank out all these abyssal arrows though?
Let's go Irithel
that has
Kimi
been
first.
that has been the core strategy for Nova's Bravehearts.
They'll
Play around
have-
the abyssal arrows.
They'll have picks later. They have a Baksha already. Irithel Kimi, just go pick it up. It's gonna be banned out. The other frontliners are good later on. You can pick it up later on.
Oh boy. Mirko has a very strained look on his face.
It's a gamble. It can be good. It can be good.
Have we seen
But now the
Zinchuek on the
box-
Ling?
No, but my main concern is the Baksha isn't flex anymore. Like they don't have the value out of that. Okay, it's fine. They take away okay, I guess if they went for Kimi, then the Ling would show up on the other side, and then with Zelina, and then it'll be a Jawhead later. But it can't be a Jawhead, so it's fine. Okay, sure.
Mirko, relax, calm down.
It's okay.
calm
It's
down.
okay. Novus. I don't know. At this point, where do they even go? Like, okay, yeah, Badang. All right.
Alright, Badang for the Yves. The turntables here. But I have concerns here, Mirko, because Alaskador, again, hasn't really been the most dynamic, the most decisive of engage tools, right? That has always been more of Sky Juice's thing. So now that he's on the Badang, it's gonna be a bit more crazy, you know, a bit more active. I think it's gonna be a bit more difficult, right? And now, this game plan for the side of UUM is just a lot easier to execute. Double fast mobility with the Ling and the Baksha, and this Jawhead is gonna be able to at least tank a lot of this early game damage initially. And look at this gold lane angle though from
Exactly.
the Novus Bravehearts.
I'm Cutie has been such a crucial part of the wins for UUMX Boboyot. That's why I thought it would be another good matchup for UUM. Prioritized. But again, they went for the Jawhead and the Ling. Taken away from the flex of the Baksha. The Baksha will just go XP. They revealed their 3 picks here. It's a very honest draft. Meanwhile, for Novus, they have the Badang flex pick still. Aside, like, if it wasn't this Selena, I still think UUM technically still have like the better draft, especially to control early game. So it's just a marksman that I'm. Will it be a Claude for UUM? I think the Claude is actually a pretty solid choice. Going up against the Granger, brings sprint.
The Claw.
Fanny ban.
Fanny ban.
Yeah, they set up for it with the Badang pick.
I guess, but you're really expecting a Fanny like now of all times? I don't know. Seems kind of crazy, but I guess it is the potential match point. If it is a strat being saved up by the Novus Bravehearts, this is the time to pull it out.
Yep.
Alright then. What do they want here? If they want to really seal the deal to shut down I'm Cutie, there's really no quote-unquote meta gold laners anymore. But if they want to go even further, is there a pick here that can kind of deny the gold lane even harder?
Too sure actually right now. The Hilda.
Hilda.
Against the Ling, it's good, but against the Baksha and the Jawhead, not too much. UUM, I think at this point, again, they still go for the Claude to win up against the Granger, or do they just go for like a Bruno to play in the team fights? And then Farsa.
I think the Bruno is like the better choice considering how the games have been going,
Safer
right?
choice, for sure.
Yeah. Along with that though, what mid? Wave clear would be really good, I think.
Yeah, it's Farsa, no?
Farsa, to a degree, I think the Yves isn't bad here, I think.
Oh yeah, he was pretty...
Oh no, the Savior though, Mirko, Savior.
Are they gonna go Odette again?
Natan! I called
Go
it!
for it.
I called it!
Man,
Natan!
I don't know if it actually...
Oh, what? Wait, no, wait a minute.
I don't know.
I don't know about that
I
one.
thought with the Jawhead, they would just play for early, but now it's like...
This Joy does not pick off anymore. There's no way to
Yeah.
seal the deal. Joy comes in.
Huh. I think we're gonna see a game 5?
Oh man, seriously? You think?
I don't know, like it's... I think both have like kind of weird comps, but UUM, that Juicin is definitely weirder than what Novus have, right?
I think he's want a longer skirmish, so that with the Chushin, with the Jawhead, right? That's the lifts, the damage amplification, the Baksha, the chase. I think they just really want to take control and really try and bully the early game. And then knowing that sometimes these attempts don't succeed and they go into the late game, like I said, whatever, just go Nathan then. But in this game at least, I think he's going to have a tough time against the Granger, against the Selena, Joy, and Hilda. Even when, unless UVM really dominates super hard, there's going to be a lot of dives towards that gold lane.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into a possible win for UUM. But obviously, for you guys back at home, the Novus Braveheart supporters, show your support in the live chat. They need it right now to equalize in a best of 5 to make it to the grand finals tomorrow.
Let's see, man. The laning phase so far is impactful, but it hasn't really been game-breaking. The mid game is where it's usually at, but with this early game composition, this is where I think UUM has to be a bit more careful, man. They do have solid early game ways to get the lead. We've seen it before, but they may have to make sure they hang on to it. And Zimchuek on the link, again, I'm not sure if I've ever seen Zimchuek on that link.
Not yet.
But he's been a mechanical player, so we'll see if that works out. Tenacity for both the Tsushin and the Jawhead. In the previous game, Alaskador was going with the agility, Wilderness Blessing, I believe. So that was a hard roaming Jawhead. This time for Skyjush, it's going to be a bit more defensive.
Let's go. All right. So Novus Bravehearts are, especially for Kurt God, he's taking a safe route, just shoving in the lane up against the Natan. I personally would just go and like last hit. The thing is, the Natan, you want to try to pressure him, right? You shove later on, possibly Abyssal Arrow in the back. Finding Fine Fuzz, has a Revitalize, gets away, but a big resource burnt out before the turtle spawns in the game.
Got Revitalize, I don't know if they're gonna be able to really get all that much value. And the mid lane, not looking too amazing so far. Chushin against Selena is always a weird kind of matchup. With the Jawhead though, I do feel like UM have a bit more of an aggressive angle available to them. We'll wait and see though. If they get caught in a big fist crack, that's a whole different story.
Oh, good Abyssal Arrow from Ryoshi. He's so good on Selena, dude, this guy.
The gold lane.
Hard to believe that he's a gold laner, yeah. Alaskador picked up in the mid lane. No, actually gets away. No level 4 for Midori just yet. Another Abyssal Arrow lands as Ryoshi soaks in the wave in the mid lane, and CJ gets good control over the bush.
And CJ's waiting for a chance to kind of spot out whoever the heck he's supposed to be zoning out. But again, against the Jawhead, Hilda's got to be careful. He's going to take a lot more damage than he's usually used to, I would say. See the clear from I'm Cutie in the mid lane, going back to the bottom side though. Ryoshi gets spotted. Just pushed away. Yeah,
able to get away. Both teams really reluctant to start the turtle first. But oh, what a set from Alaskador! Fine Fuzz and Midori both caught.
My mistake, bro, Alaskador. I'm not familiar with your game. I was questioning whether he's going to be able to find the dynamic play, and he does. 2 members, more than enough. Zimchuek goes for the trade here. It's probably the better play. Alaskador wants him bad.
Yeah, no Finch Poise. Has to use the Tempest of Blades. Oh my lord, almost the Abyssal Arrow to read the Tempest of Blades. Zimchuek saving the team at least, you know, recovering a bit. Stolen by Kurt God. Rotation over. Skyju's going to be caught again, able to flicker out the safety. Midori on the juice in. So far, it's just been, honestly, quite irrelevant lanterns.
Honestly, the issue right now is very obvious. UUM has no damage. So why were they even crowding there, right? They just have literally no damage. They can use the Baksha by all means. Oh, wait, whoa.
Whoa, Instant Purify. Pops in. Oh my lord, Pain CC able to dash away! But Alaskador with the flicker forward, finding the kill now as they look for the siege in the bottom lane. Midori again, no damage, CJ in a bush, and it will be the kill on Midori. Now, Shield Unity, stunned up, Alaskador going in, that's gonna be revitalized already. Looking for the chase on the Alaskador, should be able to find it. No, Alaskador just gets away. And as expected, his composition is fine. Oh, okay, CJ gets caught, but they get a lot of value already in the top lane. Oh wait, it's a shutdown.
It's a 3-kill shutdown picked up by Zimchuek. Is that the strat, Mirko? You know there's gonna be brawls. Give up those kills. Let your carry get the shutdown. We're theorizing at this point. But man, that was a respectable play from I'm Cutie. On the ton in the early game, you saw the full on Death Squad barreling down from the Novus Bravehearts. But they're unable to really get too much. The purple buff also was denied, by the way, from Zim Chuek, I believe, by Nari. So good proactive plays here. And again, there's no threat, man. Fine Fuzz.
Wow.
Who are you kidding?
The purple buff was taken by Nari, I believe, earlier. Fine Fuzz.
Yep.
Sky Piercer. Oh no, he got stunned. All right, no kill. Turtle 2 spawns in the game. Should be free again, honestly, for Novus. Look at Nari.
He's gonna use that lead. It's gonna be level 9 technically. Shouldn't really be a close one. But the trading game ain't bad from UUM, bro. You're not brawling as much.
They're just trying to scale. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, so far in the series, whoever leads early ends up losing for some reason. Maybe that's why UUM have picked up the Natan and the Ling. They know that they just want to look for trades around the map, and it's not about the early game. Maybe.
It's the Asian superstition, bro. Oh.
All right. He's going to die here. Sky. Oh, Ryoshi's the one who picks up the kill. No Sky Piercer. Is that Kurt God? Oh, Kurt God already has it, but they are not giving the kill over to Kurt God.
I guess they just wanted to get the kill regardless. But again, they're shutting down I'm Cutie quite well in a sense. He's not fully out of the game just yet, but he is struggling to find safe areas to farm. The same can't be said for Zim Chuek though, so they're doing this great job of just splitting apart the attention.
Yep.
And they're posing the question to Novus, like, hey, who do you want to deal with more? Right? Oh, hang on a second. Whoa!
Fine Fuzz! But still, they don't give the kill to Kurt God.
What the fuzz was that?
What the fuzz indeed. Fine Fuzz.
He saw multiple people and just rolled in. Is it the mental fatigue? That's always the question with these longer games. But Zim Chuek now, whoa!
Defiant Blade into the back, the fist strike not landing. Oh, Defiant Blades as the ejector lands, but Skyjuice is the one who gets the kill. Zim Chuek!
Oh!
Boys out of the electrifying beats, getting the kill over. Skyjuice taken out.
See, imagine if Fine Fuzz was there. Would have been a bit more dominant. He rolls into action, but he won't be around. Is CJ stealing the orange buff?
Yeah, he is. Or maybe he's just waiting there. I think he's saying, oh yeah, he's waiting. Oh, Zim Chuek walks up, Defiant Blade. Surprise, surprise! No ultimate. Oh, he actually pops the sprint.
Wait, interesting, huh?
A bit too early, I feel, but whatever. Gets him the orange buff. CJ unkillable. Now Fine Fuzz. Oh my lord, electrifying beats. Purple, or sorry, orange buff take for Nari. A turret for Kurt God. A big lead again for Novus Bravehearts.
Starts with the orange. Will proceed to the purple in theory, but no, Zim Chuek is going to actually have a chance to get this. And he does. All right, Alaska Roar with a steal attempt. Unfortunately, didn't work out. CJ, dude, he's just posting up for vision here in the jungles of UUM.
If you just look at the KDA, Rashi, and I told you Kurt God is the roamer, you would believe me.
Yeah.
Oh! Tempest of Blades. That's it. He should get away.
Man, they're denying all the farm possible. The turtle as well. And look at this. He crosses the map only to run into the Hilda.
Uh-oh. Abyssal Arrow over the Midori. Yep. That's it. And it'll just be like a... I think for UUM, it's very geek stratish, right? They want to just defend. But I really wonder why they picked Juice in if that's the case. I think someone with better clear should have been the way to go. Like, I'm sorry, but right now, this is top 10 worst Juicin picks ever.
I think, again, the idea is to have some safety. As always, right? You can double flicker technically with the Crimson Beacon. You have a shield. It's always the idea whenever there's a, you know, the Sushin's there in the current meta. Fine Fuzz though, whoa.
Yeah.
He's still going. Not for long though, and you gotta worry about CJ, dude. He's been getting a lot of kills. He's
man.
Whoa.
Oh my god, Zim Chuek might have to use Tempest of Blades. Yo, my lord. He gets a Tempest of Blades.
Last second.
Midori shines a light, but unstoppable force in the back. Ejector as well. Alaskador in the back line, able to find two, and now Nari gets the kill, and Kurt God finds his first kill of the game.
So I think a Yi would still be better, right? More ways.
Any damage dealer would have been better.
Well,
the Juicin got nerfed, you know, right?
Yeah. Oh man. We're not seeing the value of this pick just yet. Maybe later on it's going to be a good distraction, but that's way later on. Zim Chuek, I'm trying to see the gold numbers here. Ooh.
Oh my lord. Dude, CJ is just so tanky. Or I guess Natan's just too behind.
Yeah, no Holy Crystal just yet. So, for now at least, it's still going to be pretty alright. But again, Novus Bravehearts working against the clock. They have an 8k gold lead. CJ is not farming. Yeah, you have to understand, CJ is not farming. CJ is there to wait in the jungle for Zim Chuek.
Yeah.
And he is just denying all the farm again and again. 1v2.
Wow. Still winning it out as well. Poisson's used. Free Lord over to Novus Bravehearts. Again, the only thing that can really stop Novus Bravehearts would be themselves at this point. Game 3 should have been Novus Bravehearts. And Game 4, by all means, should be them. Ryoshi baiting out Tempest of Blades.
That's some real damage coming out of Ryoshi, dude.
He's so good on Selena, really.
It's so weird, because it's not his main role.
Yeah, he's a gold lane, ladies and gentlemen, and he's playing mid. But he's not mid at mid. He's pretty darn good at mid.
Yep. That's the turret falling down for UUM.
Bang! Oh, he doesn't get it.
That was close. Oh, Fight Fuzz. So squishy right now. Oh, the AoE from the Detonatas.
Yep. Oh my lord, the Cannon against the Holy Defense proc! Wow! Good job, Novus. This time they should be able to end the game, right?
That's the assumption. They're trying to lock in here. Oh man, it's so much damage though. Fine Fuzz, gotta wait. That's the assumption. They're trying to lock in here. Oh man, it's so much damage though. Fine Fuzz. Gotta wait here. Bank on the late game. They go for the Natan. And I feel like it really could have worked out, but that mid lane Sushin just did not have any impact on the game whatsoever. It was safer to a degree, but you can get safety other ways than be forced on the Sushin. Unfortunately for UUM, this is not one of those late games. And finally, we are down to one final match, dude.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately there, MQD just got too low. Does he have the Holy Crystal at that point? He was doing good damage. Kurt almost gets taken out. Eventually does get taken out. But I feel like they can deal with Zim Chuek getting shot down. They can deal with MQD getting shot down. But when both were pressured, when MQD couldn't farm and Zim Chuek was shadowed, literally shadowed hard by the Hilda, by CJ. Yeah, that's a bit too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please don't pick Jusin.
Because even Midori, right? Even Midori, if he was doing somewhat okay, he couldn't carry either because he's a Jushin.
Yeah.
He's a utility pick.
And he's not doing well. You're supposed to win in the early game with Jusin. On a utility pick like that, you have to kind of win in the early game on Jusin. He started the game 0-2, so enough said. Just don't pick Jusin in this meta, I swear. Please, stop, okay? It might work in your ranked games, but you're playing against epics, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Dude.
Once you get to Mythic, when you actually, reach the rank where you meet people who can play the game, it's difficult. Trust me.
Brother, like, why Jawhead then?
What do you mean?
Why not get some disengaged? Why Jawhead?
What do you mean, Arachi? That's
so
the best choice.
I disagree.
What do you mean? With Ling, right? There's no Irithel Farsa, for sure.
Nah, I feel like they need something to stop the fights if they really wanted to bank on that late game. They tried to go like Jack of all trades, Master of none, and Master of none they were.
Yeah, not even the Jack of all trades, Jack of none, Master of none there. But man, what?
Just Jack.
Dude, just Jack. Redemption though, Alaskador. Redemption after a...
Yes, sir.
A not so good game on Jawhead. Like, it was great at the start, but really bad towards the end. He does really well on the Badank.
And by all means, there were still moments there, but look at the decisions here. You're a Jawhead Jushin, and you're like, we're gonna fight. No, you're not. You're gonna get beat up. At some point, courage is great, but you have to know when to, like, regroup, right, and come back stronger on different day, another day. Oh man, I really felt like they overestimated the backshot power. Like they had a vision here where they would have damage. Where the damage is going to come from, I have no idea. But they had this vision where they have some damage available. They can stall out. They can threaten the members of the Bravehearts here.
Arashi, there's a reason why I called the game Game 5 after I saw the Jawhead Link. Okay? There's a reason. Trust me on these things. It really... Dude, I swear, in Game 3 too, it really should have been Novus, and I think they knew it too. If it wasn't for those, you know, comeback fights, like, no, this should have been, I think, already 3-1 Novus. But unfortunately for Novus, they threw hard in game number 3. 10,000 gold lead to a win for UUM. Here in Game 4, they got the better draft by a long shot, like a long shot.
Yep.
But what's crazy is they didn't force it out of UUM. UUM were the ones that forced it on themselves. They're like, you know what? We have a Baksha. Let's not play for it. Let's let me get the Ling, boom, and then Jawhead, dab, and then Juicin. The Juicin is just like a dab. It's a trend that is long forgotten, and you shouldn't do it. Not in 2025. Not in June 21st, 2025.
At some point, you have to recognize that, okay, I'm Cutie is great, Zim Chuek, mechanical god, let's say. But when you get that Baksha, there's nothing wrong with using it in the jungle, dude. There's no reason.
They won in Game 1 with that, you know? Like, it's...
Yeah, but it's a different game, my friend.
Oh my god, as Midnight would say.
On top of that, really, why Link? I really don't understand. There's no real backline that really needs to be threatened by the Link. If they want, like, clear and something a bit more early game, surely there are options, no?
You're asking too many questions, Arashi.
Yeah, questions is what I usually ask for, but...
Midnight, with all caps, just send it in the group. Farsa was open. No, it was not. Juicin was the best choice there.
I think we called it out too, no?
Yeah. All the way from first phase, I was yelling, Irithel Farsa, just do it, trust me. And then they go Link, Jawhead, and then I stayed silent for, I think, a solid 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think we could see the... I don't know, the energy drain from your face.
Like, this was a for sure win for Bravehearts. The Hilda pick was amazing. The Joy pick in the end was like, whatever. Any pick that they went for in that last pick would have won them the game because they just had so much more pressure. I think after seeing the Juicin especially, I was like, all right, it's over.
Yeah, and who can blame you for it? Yeah. It makes sense. There's justifiable reasons to think so. Oh boy. Now, final game though. We've seen throws in the game. We've seen somewhat of throws in the drafting phase as well. How is this final game gonna go? Especially as we are approaching, what is it, like 8 p.m. Indonesia, GMT +7 Indonesia, Jakarta time. It's not late, but considering how much gaming has been happening on the stage, you have to be a bit worried here, man. Your boys, if you're supporting your boys, can they keep this up? Can they keep this performance consistent all the way until the final game?
Who's gonna win, boys?
One more.
Type in the chat, Novus, Bravehearts, or UUM.
Or UUM. And if you want to check out more, even higher level Mobile Legends action, you can always check out MSC 2025 and MWI 2025 at EWC. 10th of July all the way to the 2nd of August in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where you can meet Mirko.
Me, there's a lot of other casters as well. The international casters that you see here in the video. Renmarion, Gray, LaFell, Blue. We got Brigitte, Gideon, the boys. We were all in that format video. Yeah.
Hey, they're all the boys.
All the boys.
Indeed.
Tickets are on sale now, by the way. Go ahead, including 3-day match passes. So go and check it out at webook.com for the 31st of July, all the way to the 2nd of August in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Sounds like a swell time.
It is.
Are you excited for it, Mert?
I'm always excited. I'm not too excited for the heat.
Ooh.
I'm actually... I'm not a fan of the heat. I'm not going to be happy with the heat, but everything else is good.
Well, if you happen to be there enjoying the heat, unlike Mirko, then maybe you want to get into MWI 2025 because they have the free entrance going on.
Why would you enjoy heat?
Some people live in a cold country and they're like, oh, heat.
Guys, trust me, you would rather freeze to death rather than you'd rather freeze to death than burn to death.
I think it's not just the heat, it's just the dryness as well. It's part of the charm though, I guess.
There's no charm in dryness, buddy.
Maybe you have to adopt like the local solutions for such issues, Mirko.
No, I'll just use the foreign solutions.
The foreign solutions.
A whole lot of lotion, a whole lot of lip balm, and a lot of water. Like maybe 20 bottles of water per day.
20 bottles of water?
That's actually pretty normal.
You have to start using your, adopting strategies from Dune, bro. Like, just make sure you have no vapor coming off you. Just save all that water.
I need the suits that they have, to
Yeah,
survive in the desert. Dune. Yeah. Lisan al-Gaib.
Good times, good times. All right.
We're not throwing to the host, by the way.
Are we not?
Doesn't seem like it. We're just gonna wait for game number 5. Players are not ready on stage, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna yap even more here on the podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Battle of Campus Champions podcast. Amazing time.
I mean, we can yell out of the Indonesian desk and have a moment, a clippable moment. Shouldn't do that.
Ranger OG! Ranger OG!
Nah, you have to yell way louder than that, and you're gonna cause the audience to,
Yeah, they're gonna be confused.
You have to take off the headset if you want to try and do it. Like, OJ!
Have we talked? Have we spoken about the Samsung S25, guys? Yeah. Have we spoken about the MSC MWI?
Yeah. Okay. Have you spoken about the drafts?
Too much. Talking about that for too much. How have your guys? How have you been in your days, guys? How's your day been? I can't even speak English properly now.
How been
doing your day is?
How been doing you day? Okay, wasn't there an episode from The Office where one of the staff members are like, you know what? I don't like talking in full sentences. It just starts chopping everything down.
That's Kevin.
It's like,
That's
hey,
Kevin.
I good.
Yeah.
You how?
Why use word?
Why word? When
talk long.
point across.
Why talk long when get point?
Is that the meta, Mirko? In like a year, people will be casting like, Mirko draft how? Think good?
I think that would just take away from how epic the game should be, The players getting ready on stage here, Rashi.
What?
The players getting ready on stage.
Oh boy.
We're gonna jump into the drafts very, very soon, my boys. Wow.
They seem serious. Again, this is the final one. All those previous games now don't matter. They need to reset. And considering that the Braves actually got the W there. Yeah.
Boom.
First pick this time.
So far, first pick has actually, the last 2 games at least have lost. Novus went first pick on game 3. He lost. Boyot UUM went first pick on game 4. They lost. It's, I don't know. I'm just very, 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 very weirded out by the fact that they picked up the Baksha and refused to play with the strengths of the Baksha, which is at least flex, right? If you don't want to use it in junk, you can flex it towards the end, man. But they just picked up Jawhead and Fling. That means like, oh, no flex.
I think they were concerned that it might be respected, taken away the Ling. But I mean, again, that's why I was bringing out that point. Even if you don't get the Ling, there are options, man. Your jungler has a deep hero pool. He can play other things too, no problem, man. There isn't even a backline, let's say, Ixia, Kimi, Farsa, that has to be jumped on. It was a Selena for the side of the Nivus Braves. So, bruh.
Okay. Let's get ready. For game number 5, UUM.
How much readier can we get, Mirko?
Readiest. We can get the readiest here. The guy you saw on your screen was the main carry of Novus Bravehearts. All right. Seems like the draft has already begun, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the S25s in the hands of Midori here on the side of UUM. Let's get into the drafting phase for the final game of the day. Let's go. Drafting phase. Still live from Maltaman Angrek, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow, they've already banned everything. Estes, Yisun Shin, Granger, Baksha first pick for Novus, Bravehearts, UUM have banned out the 1-1 yet again. All right.
Good golden respect here for the Novus Bravehearts. The Yisun Shin and the Granger still. I think MQD has performed well on the other heroes. It's not just the Granger, but by all means, it's one of the safer ones, right? If their angle here is to once again shut down Zim Chuek and MQD, then taking away all these safer options is it's a great solution from the Novus Braves.
Yep. Novus Bravehearts now. Baksha first pick. So far, it hasn't worked out. Like, the first pick Bakshas have actually lost in both Novus games when they first pick it and UUM. Oh, for the first time, Mathilda up for grabs. And it gets taken. Baksha open for UUM. It is one of the ways to counter the healing of the Mathilda. Let's see if they actually go for it.
Man, Mathilda, huh? Not exactly a full-on healer, but provides a ton of sustain and also a lot of playmaking. So, for the Novus Bravehearts, I guess this means they can kite back a bit better or even engage more. Now for UUM, if they're trying to do the same thing they have been doing to the Novus Bravehearts, it's going to be a bit tougher. But certainly Eagle and the Guiding Wind can allow Novus Bravehearts to chase better and also run away better. There's Baksha Kalea.
All right. Kalea and the Baksha. All right.
Oh! Moskov.
Moskov.
They want global pressure from a different source, I guess. They don't really want to go for the link.
What?
Aramis, that's early? What?
Eve, go. Go Eve, right? Go. Oh, actually, you can just go for the gold lane too. But actually, at this point, you can go Bruno later and then go Eve first. Just smack the Faramis in the mid lane. They can also go Valentina if they want. Could steal the Netherrealm away.
Is the Farsa still in the discussion, Mirko, you think?
Yeah, AoE damage still there. Granger, technically upper. Oh, actually, no, it's banned out. Sorry.
Yeah.
They go
In with them.
against the Moskov. It's not really the. Huh. Okay.
I think it's still the safety aspect, Mirko, for sure, right? And now they still have a chance. If they want to really still go with this Ling, right? They can still flex the Baksha into the EXP lane. Especially against this a Netherrealm composition, to call it that. This could be a bit dangerous if UUM wants to play it at Clash-heavy style.
UUM, what do they ban out at this point, right? Do they just... The Glue is taken out again. That means they want to play the Baksha in the jungle. Valentina, there you go. I think the Eve should follow next for Novus Bravehearts.
Would you prefer to go up against a Farsa or a Yeve with this composition, Mirko?
I would much rather go up against the Farsa. The Mathilda can cancel it out. The Yeve, you cannot cancel.
Right. And we've seen that approach being done by CJ, by Alaskador as well. So
Okay.
it's a good point. But Dangdo is the option. They don't want Skyjush to find those moments.
Okay.
Big pick here for UUM. Are you going to reveal? Are you going to leave that flex potential all the way until the final pick? AoE.
I think they just go Eve. I don't think there's a reason for them to not go Eve here, right?
Go Yeve and then potentially go for another big setter in the EXP lane or the jungle.
What?
I think I prefer...
For UUM?
Huh?
For UUM?
For UUM, yeah. Get something like... You want damage? Oh, they went for the Farsa, dude.
Okay.
They want the burst potential. They do have the Kalea, right? They need to use some burst damage to secure those plays.
Okay. Let's see. Now Novus, they go for the Alpha.
Okay.
With the Mathilda open, we were thinking about either Alpha or Lucas. They go for the Alpha. And then now we have one last pick in XP lane up against this composition. What would you... I think CC. No, but it's against the Kalea.
I think they need front line.
Wait. What?
Phobius.
I don't believe there are any dashes right now for UUMX Boboyot for the Phobius to really take control of.
Well, I guess there's a shield unity. There's the Kalea, you know, hop off. There's the heavy crossbow, but that's about it.
Okay.
Not all that good, but it's a good stopper in case UUM are trying to roll into them. I think they're trying to find ways to really stop the Baksha, right? Get it under control. Which is why for UUM, if they get something good here that can kind of punish the Phobias and Alpha when they're coming in together, I think it's going to be really, really good. But I can't really think of something that can do that right now.
CC. I think the CC is actually pretty good for them, no? UUM? They have a CC, they shred down the Phobias, wins in lane against the Phobias, and then later on you just... Yeah, there you go. You just shred the Alpha, tie them up together. There you go. Oh man, this is a pretty good comp for UUM. The only thing I would change personally would be Yves over Farsa.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out later on. Whether Kansas are going to come through. But maybe again, if they do get their ideal team fights, the Farsa is a lot more dangerous to the NetherRealm compared to the Yves, right? The Yves takes a while to actually proc and silence everyone, but with the Farsa, 2 or 3, maybe just 1 or 2 well-placed bolts, and that you have a chance to stun the whole team. That might be the angle they're looking for.
All right, boys and girls, which draft do you like better, Novus Bravehearts or UUM x Boboyot? Who is going to take the game? It's back to a best of 1. We started off with a best of 5. Only one team will make it to the grand finals. And you gotta remember, it is a single elimination bracket. They'll be knocked down to 3rd place match if they lose here. Welcome to the Land of Dawn for the final game of day 2 here at the Battle of Campus Champions.
See how this goes. The early games has gone both ways. Both teams have had their up and downs in the ever-changing flow in the Land of Dawn. But right now, with an unorthodox pick right here, I think the Novus Bravehearts have the more unique pick. For UUM right now, it's pretty straightforward, man. It's just get that winning lanes, get that damage in, get Sakai just to actually set up for you, and then win by snowballing, shut down all these aggressive players. But with the 3 Purifies, though, on the side of Novus Bravehearts, it's gonna be tough. But I don't think UUM would mind just jumping on the Phobias or the Alpha.
Yeah. Early pressure already onto Ryoshi they go. This is why I'm not a big fan of the instant Faramis pick after the Mathilda was seen. I thought they could hide it a bit better into like later stage. You can see the minions already... Whoa, what? Did Fightfuzz take a turret shot? Yeah.
Surely, right?
Gives CJ more prio in the lane now.
Look at Cutie as well, kind of freezing it. Trying to use this Irithel early game power. Extra bit of damage in the kit. Good range as well. For UUM though, what's the plan for the Baksha? What's Zim Chuek's game plan here after he gets that roll? Oh, dang!
Spirit of Alpha, Sky Juice with a flicker out to safety. Good trade back, at least in damage over to Alaskador, forcing the regen out. And yeah, CJ doing a good job. After seeing the mistake from Fightfuzz, he actually denies a minion, walks up, goes in, gets a good trade in again, right as Fightfuzz walks up to lane. And this winning lane turns out to be a really good lane for CJ now.
You find Fuzz, he's getting his skills cancelled out almost. But now they're shoving it, trying to get to that turtle prio. What's the move from UUM? Dude, they have a strong fighting composition, but...
Another airstrike. There you go. Spear of Alpha to the back, and a massive Dark Wave. The SOD lands, and it will be an all-out win for Novus Bravehearts. Circling Eagle to Midori. Midori gonna be caught, has the wings by wings to escape, but CJ gets brought back. Fightfuzz, do not take this fight, my friend.
There's too many of them. Get out of here.
Get to the chopper.
That SOD though, Kurt God. I guess that's one way to join the fight without roaming out. Global presence has always been a great tool in the gold lane, and Novus Bravehearts are using it really, really well right here. And it seems like Fightfuzz, he's getting outmatched here in the 1v1 matchup.
It should have been a win, by the way, in terms of matchup, yeah? But obviously, if you're just much better than your opponent, then you can win on the lane anyways. CJ is so smart in the laning. Noticing that Fightfuzz was winning on the early game, he basically let him shove in for him to freeze and then for the rest of the team to walk up top. And then UUM just couldn't do anything about it. Fightfuzz was not even level 4 when the turtle was being taken, but UUM forced it. This is Novus Bravehearts out-macroing UUM. It's all about the rotations, way faster, taking control. And now the circling Eagle again onto the back. They gotta be careful though. Ryoshi able to get the stampede on him. Alaskador caught, but the feathered airstrike does land in the NetherRealm a bit too late. Curtain Call actually locks him down under the turret. Not enough to take them down just yet. Oh! Now it's an all-in. Dark Wave landing as well. He wants to go in. Tsunami Slam knocks him down, and CJ, bit too much than he could chew.
Chaotic fight right there. Oh, Spear of Alpha!
From Nari, doing a lot of damage. But UUM somehow are able to recover.
Crazy fights right here, but you can see Fine Fuzz doesn't really seem all that comfortable playing on the CC here. Going a bit too deep there, taking some tower shots in the beginning, and also in that fight. Oh, Spear of Alpha down there, straight to I'm Cutie. Gets him taken out.
Gets him taken out. Kurt God gets the kill, and I'm QT. Wow. Won't be able to do much despite picking up the Irithel. We were thinking about him maybe participating in fights, and again you can see, an all-in over to Fine Fuzz. Good curtain call to save him.
Oh!
Free turtle. It's a turnaround with Alaskador taken down, but again, for Nova's Bravehearts, they want to fight! Spirit Bomb for the Sky Juice. Shredded down, even with the Tsunami Slam. Cut down in the air, the SOD thrown away. Zimchuek taking a purple buff, but it'll be traded back, I believe, for the purple buff on the other side.
Well, careful about this, because there's a lot of tempo here being set up by Nobu's Bravehearts.
Ooh, good
airstrike secures a purple buff. Actually, the Braves have to leave empty-handed from that invade. But again, while this is all happening, you're seeing the main carries, I'm Cutie and Zimchuek, not really completely shut down. Fine Fuzz is doing a great job drawing away the attention. And I guess they want, the Braves want CJ to be in a winning position, so they're putting a lot of emphasis in stopping Fine Fuzz, but because of that, look at what's going on here. This medium ain't looking too bad from the side of UUM. Oh boy.
A dive with the Spear of Misery. Stampede. Fine Fuzz won't be given the chance to move at all. Nova's Bravehearts. We're playing ping pong with CC.
Oh man, was it legal? That's not a fair fight at all, man, but that's what you gotta do. If you want to win, sometimes you have to play dirty. Now UUM, they put some more emphasis onto that mid lane turret, but equal trade turret-wise. Now this is looking like a game that can actually go into the late game. And now, with the Moskov macro, I guess there's more options available for the Bravehearts.
Yep. Again, for Nova's Bravehearts, they can just take it slow. They have a very, very good composition to take it all the way to the late game as well. Remembering, the Moskov, so far in this tournament, hasn't really been able to find a lot of wins, but it's because we just haven't been seeing a lot of late game games. In this series alone, we've seen, I think, mostly late game wins. We've only had one real stomp, and it was earlier in Game 4 by Novu's Bravehearts. So the fact that Kurt God has already gotten his second item at 6 minutes means that he should be able to get the 3-item power spike at 8 minutes. Free turtle again. Doesn't look like they can even contest. Fine Fuzz. Spear of Misery locking him down. The Circling Eagle coming in as well. Sky Juice walks up, but it's already turtle secured. Midori taken down by the Spear of Alpha. An all-in from Novu's Bravehearts.
The pickup attempt into a full-on dive from the Bravehearts. You think we're stuck in here with you? You're stuck in here with us.
Yes, sir.
Just demolishes them. Oh man, that feather airstrike. That's the point you were making, Mirko. I think there was an attempt there for Midori to turn things around, but then the Spear of Alpha just whacks him straight in the face. And Farsa literally didn't see it coming.
Yep. They really couldn't see it coming, and Arashi, you definitely know now why. I don't like the Farsa into this. Like, the Eve was open, you could get cancelled so easily. The Circling Eagle, the Spear of Alpha, the Dark Wave from CJ. You can see the confidence, the emote from Na'Vi. CJ.
Alright, they've recovered from worse situations before. And by all means, for the Bravehearts, the Alpha might fall off. Oh, Fine Fuzz.
Again, an all into the back, and Midori gets targeted again. Not much he can do. The SOD to the backline again. Spear of Alpha over the two. Kurt got with a jump. Feather Airstrike not doing much. Tsunami Sam locking him down, but Sky Juice will be shredded down. A Dark Wave! CJ for the pursuit. Meanwhile, Ryoshi, wait a second. How has UUM won the fight? I'm QT walking up, getting the slowdown again. And now getting the turret for free. CJ needs to back away.
Is it the Irithel power? The Bravehearts split apart for just a split second, and as always, I'm Cutie, and all these other Irithels in the tournament so far sneak in, undetected, start doing some damage smoothly while kiting. But man, Fine Fuzz lived for a bit too long, man. That's some CC power right there. And because of that, I'm Cutie was able to finish off things, finish off the members of Novus Bravehearts that were split away from it. 3 seconds to go before the next neutral objective, and Kurt God is already in position.
Oh no.
And we have a pause.
There you go. 30 minutes. We have a lot of time to troubleshoot the issue, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this troubleshooting won't be too long. And now, for you guys, please do be patient with us. We're gonna have to wait for this issue to be resolved. I wonder from which side did the pause get initiated from? Is it Novus? I think, yeah, it is Novus. Novus Bravehearts, Ryoshi in the mid lane.
Is there something here that kind of resulted in that fight going for UUM? Because it seemed like they were about to win it handily. They were able to get the SOD, get Kurt God in the back as well to threaten the Farsa, to threaten Midori away. And yet somehow, could it be just the Irithel earlier power spike compared to the Moskov?
Yep.
If so, that's a thin margin, but UUM made the best out of it.
Yeah. UUM, really, right now, caught in a tough spot. You can see, I mean, the expressions seem fine. They're not really that pressured, right? It doesn't look like he's pressured. This is Fine Fuzz, by the way. Oh, we got a lot of the shots again to everybody in the building.
Where is this? This is the balcony. Is this the staircase? This is indeed the staircase, I believe.
Yeah, guys, we got seats right in front of the stage.
But they want the higher viewpoint, the bird's eye view. I think if people can, they would watch straight from the lift, bro. Because the lift in this mall allows you to see through. It's a glass window. Front row seats, technically.
Front row seats.
Man, I wonder who has the support of the audience right here. They seem to be somewhat invested.
Oh, we got people dancing up top as well. Hello, sir. Oh, that's an Inter Milan jersey. My friend, I think he's I don't know if he's an actual Inter Milan fan, but they just lost in the grand finals of the Champions League. 5-0.
Don't bring it up here.
I'm sorry, sir.
That was funny though. As you can see, Ranger Ramas every single time. There's a foreigner on camera. Hey, sir. Hey, how you do? How you do? When you have that kind of energy, that kind of social power, who needs words?
See, I have that energy when I'm on cam, and then off cam, I just want to sleep.
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Let's dive into the land of Dawn. Here we go. Still a no longer a massive lead. I forgot there was a big fight in the bottom lane to turn things around.
Still 3,000 gold, still very significant. And the Moskov is ready. It seems like UUM might try to punish the Moskov instead. But no, they're rotating now.
Uh-oh. Dark Wave landing. In the back they go. Fine Fuzz going to be initiated on again in front of pursuit constantly. CJ there. Kurt got with the turret. SOD! Lands in the back. No one following up. Circling Eagle in the back line. Now I'm QT still able to run away. Oh my lord! What is that damage, my guy? Nari all alone. Isolated CJ in front of pursuit. Looking for the shoulder bash again. Jumps in the back line. Oh! But will be taken down. Sim Chuek against everybody. Purify out from Kurt God and Nari. Shredding down the frontliner. Only Midori left standing.
What a disaster. UUM were winning that fight, but then they crowded in. The three of them crowded for safety, but CJ says, oh, that's a juicy target. Smashes all three of them, gets 2 kills. Oh, Kurt God.
Bang.
Happy feet.
Only getting hit by 1. 5,000 gold lead. Novus are back where they started. Oh, even better. A Lord for free.
That is so unfortunate, man. The kiting was so good from UUM. Even with the SOD coming through, I'm Cutie. Again, with that Irithel, was able to do so much damage, swing it back. That's a 2-item power spike. It's the Berserker's Fury. The crit versus the Swift Trinity. That's the discussion that always captivates the players of Mobile Legends. 7k with the Lord. With a Netherrealm available. Can they brute force something here? At least a turret. Because there's decent clear, more than decent from the side of UUM.
Uh-oh. Lord up top charging down. Novus Bravehearts looking to end the game right here, right now. Getting their ticket to the grand finals. Kurt got on the orange. Wow.
Whoa.
They actually don't decide to utilize it. They're taking it super slow.
Oh.
All in over to Fine Fuzz. Way too overextended. SOD landing. They're gonna take it slow now, maneuvering up top, getting the tournament down. Oh, piercing damage, Shadow Stampede. Oh, Nari! Spear of Alpha to the back, finding them, but now gets knocked down with a Tsunami Slam. Enough space already with another realm. Nobu's Brave Hearts will make their way to the grand finals of the battle of the campus championships to face off against the NU Bulldogs.
The early game was their strong suit, and they double, triple, quadruple down on it in the final game. Gets the Alpha, gets the Mathilda, the Phobias. Go with the Faramis for good measure. And that was a full-on brute force attempt. They dove down with the First Lord.
Wow.
They still had the Nether Realm after the fight was over. That was a done deal, man. The fact that the fight was thrown by UUM right before that fight probably sealed the deal. If the gap of gold was closer, we might have seen a different result. But right today, the Novus Bravehearts have done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see a PH Grand Finals one more time. NU Bulldogs taking on Novus Bravehearts.
Someone in the town room was wishing for this. They wanted a full Filipino Grand Finals.
Really?
Someone
Well,
said
technically
that.
it was us because we predicted both. Oh no, we predicted NU Bulldogs. That's NU Bulldogs.
Yeah, NU Bulldogs, and we predicted.
Was it Ranger Amas?
I forgot. There was like a quick discussion, and someone was like, "Yeah, I would love to see that." We had high hopes for UUM, but unfortunately, they fell short.
Yep.
In more ways than one. This is why experience matters, right? Hopefully they'll come back, they'll rewatch these games and come back stronger because they have such good potential.
Man, well played again. The way they were able to utilize this composition all towards the end, so well played. The execution, I think, trumped the amazing draft. We're gonna throw it over to our hosts again to ask the questions with our amazing players.
X Buboyet has done their best, but still, Novus Braveheart takes the final ticket to the grand final. Boleh dong kita berikan tepuk tangan buat Novus Braveheart. Wah, ini berhasil loh.
Derby
Sesuai
the
dengan-
Filipino.
Derby Filipino, sesuai dengan
Derby the
prediksi.
Filipino, sesuai dengan prediksi.
Mas
Bahkan
Ger.
saya tadi ngobrol sama Nari, saya sempat salah sebut. Jadi saya
Apa
bilang
tuh?
ke Nari, oh kamu akan bermain dengan 6 man. You guys will play with 6 man. Jadi orang ke-6 alias cadangan yang bermain. Oke, saya bilang waktu itu, ya udah kita akan lihat gimana permainannya ketika melawan New Bulldogs.
Oh.
Seharusnya saya mengatakan kita akan melihat bagaimana permainan mereka ketika melawan X Boboyot. Ya sudah.
Tapi ternyata terjadi ya.
Itu
Mereka akan bertemu
cenayang.
dengan New
Cenayang.
Bulldogs.
Tepuk tangan sekali lagi untuk Novus Bravehearts, teman-teman.
Novus Braveheart, you take the tickets to the grand final. How was it?
And you guys will face the same team from Philippines.
Is it a revenge right now?
You guys will.
I think yes, it's a revenge.
It's a revenge time
Saya suka
karena
ini.
memang ketika di region Philippines, Novus Braveheart runner up. Jadi kali
NU
ini
Bulldogs
bertemu lagi
juara.
dengan champion di region.
Oke.
Tapi bisa jadi balasannya berbeda ya. Nanti
Bisa.
hasilnya akan berbeda.
Bisa.
But about the match earlier, what do you think about the match
Versus
against
X
X
Boboyot.
Boboyot?
I still can't believe that we win because we don't have our main post 4, but yeah, we still did it.
You guys still
that's
did it.
the
Okay.
reason also.
Yes.
That's one of the interesting thing that
Yeah.
you're playing not with your
Strongest force.
yeah,
Istilahnya
not
dengan main tim utama mereka.
not your main roster.
Yep.
Does it affect your performance today?
I think it's not because our chemistry is strong.
It's strong. Okay. One last question. Award for New Bulldogs.
Good luck.
In Philippines. In Tagalog.
Good luck sa ating parehas kasi sino mamanalo deserve yun.
Oke, thank you
Artinya?
sekali lagi. Artinya adalah good luck. Kita akan ketemu di grand final dan kita berharap may the best team win. Nah itu panjang juga ya. Sekali lagi kita
Thank
kasih tepuk
you
tangan
very
untuk
much.
Novus Bravehearts. Luar biasa sekali
Thank you
Novus
very
Bravehearts.
much. And
Wow.
see you tomorrow.
Thank you once again. You may go back to your seat and take a rest.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Oke, ini
Novus
menarik sekali.
Braveheart will be meeting again.
Saya sudah boleh ngelamar jadi analis nggak sih?
Boleh semuanya diambil
Semuanya
ya. Nanti
boleh ya.
diambil posisi-posisi.
Saya juga sudah bisa
tempat
jadi-
duduk kursi panas itu ya.
Benar, saya sudah bisa menjadi manajernya The Nurul's yang ada di sana. Lewat dance saya yang tadi itu. Tapi satu hal yang harus dikasih jempol ya untuk Novus Braveheart. Tadi kita sudah bahas juga, they play not with their strongest team.
Ya,
Mereka bermain dengan cadangannya.
Betul sekali.
Ya, jadi
Karena salah satu
Sakit.
player dari tim mereka sakit. Jadi hari
sekali.
ini memang mereka tidak bermain dengan roster kemarin.
Yap.
Tapi mereka tetap memenangkan ini.
Betul
Tapi sebenarnya bagaimana sih permainan match kali ini dari kedua tim ini akan dikupas tuntas oleh para caster yang
Betul
udah ready
sekali.
di sana untuk mengantarkan kita kepada pembahasan-pembahasannya. Langsung saja casters, take it away.
Silakan.
Congratulations one more time to Novus Bravehearts for making it to the grand finals, facing off against, technically, their brothers, right? Enya Bulldogs, number 1 and number 2, both the seeds for Philippines have made it to the grand finals. Arashi,
That is what they wanted.
HPH.
In the earlier today, they stated it. We want to meet our brothers there, our fellow Filipinos in the grand finals, and they get what they wanted, man. I completely forgot due to how intense the game was. The Novus Braves were playing with a sub.
Yeah. Yeah, Kurt was a sub in this game the entire time. By the way, it wasn't just a sub. Like,
It's
their
a
mid
role swap.
laner, the mid laner was the one who was sick. So their gold laner, Mr. Ryoshi, has to move to mid, and Kurt God then rotated into the gold lane role.
It's a combo move, and still they were able to perform well. I mean, there were some. Obviously, there are some moments that were less than ideal, but overall, especially in this final game, dude, they just got that draft on lockdown.
Yeah.
We had some concerns seeing the Baksha in the hands of UUM. We thought that they might have been able to get something really, really good, but this Mathilda that was banned out, I think all throughout the tournament, finally shows up right here, and you're seeing how devastating it is if it's comboed with the right composition with the Alpha and the Phobias. Oh boy.
Again, you can see just how clean they were, rotating across the map, able to find those SODs again. Yeah, that was that was the moment where the Tsunami Slam actually worked in favor of the Bravehearts.
Shout out to LaFell.
Shout out to LaFell for pointing that out, but again, yeah, the Tsunami Slam to bring the Alpha to the team, giving the Alpha a free spear onto the carries, Midori and I'm QT, I believe. This is where we thought, oh, for a second, Novus Bravehearts with a signature. Not the best clean move, but then Nari, really good positioning, honestly. Like, really good targeting, too.
Yeah, he knows exactly who he's going for, and he knows that his job isn't really to just always dive in. Yes, he can dive in, but for the most part, his job is to use that true damage to go and destroy Zim, destroy Fine Fuzz as well. So he isn't really too worried about targeting the right members. That job, diving in the back, falls onto CJ, and they both had this coordination where the front lines were getting wrecked, the back line was getting smashed. It just worked out so well.
It really did. 19-9. Usually we see the opposite story of this, ladies and gentlemen. Usually we see a 10-minute game, an 11-minute game at the start of the series, and then we get closer and closer as we get into, game 4, game 5.
Yeah.
But this series has been the opposite. It was 20-minute games, 3 games back to back to back, and then game 4 and 5, we had 10-minute games. Wait, actually, was it 12, 10? I think it was like 13. 13 and 11-minute games. So Novus Bravehearts, they took their time downloading the resources of UUM, downloading how they like to play, and then finding a strategy that worked. They found out that UUM just really likes team fighting. So if you build team fight for team fight, you probably get the advantage. And here for Bravehearts, even though the composition was very honest, like they went for it initially, right? There was no flex, there was no mind games in the draft. It was instantly Faramis, Mathilda, and Moskov. They got it done.
It's about knowing your opponent, man. Knowing what they're trying to do and making sure that what you can do to stop it will work and getting the right tools for the job. From the looks of it, man, tomorrow in the best of 7, are the games gonna go down to like 8 minutes? There's more downloading. The games are gonna get shorter and shorter. Obviously a joke, but wow. I think we can look forward to a lot of adaptation still. Kurt God though, woo. Man was farming, man was dealing damage too. That Moskov isn't really banned out too often. We see a lot more prio on the crit heroes now.
Yep.
But dude, ready to fight, in a sense, with the Spear of Destruction.
Definitely. 1,017 GPM on a Moskov is very impressive, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this is a stat you would expect for a Granger, an Irithel, these snowballing heroes in the early game, but not for a Moskov who needs to wait for a bit for those items to hit. But again, as expected, he hit the item power spike so early. I think it was 8 minutes. 3 items, attack speed items. Crazy accuracy on the SOD as well.
Oh man. There are some moments where he did miss it, but at that point, you know, he kind of had he went with a conservative prediction. So even if it missed, it's fine. He's still close enough to actually get involved, do some damage, and that's it. We thought that the adaptations, what we were talking up was the confusing nature, the surprise picks, the cheese picks from the Novus Braves. And then it's the adaptability coming in from UUM. But now when the going gets tough, you can see that Novus Braves themselves, they adjusted. And once the download was complete, smooth sailing, man.
Smooth sailing after that, and really for Novus Bravehearts now, the only thing they gotta work on is that discipline.
Yeah.
NU Bulldogs are very, very disciplined. They know how to utilize leads, they know how to punish those little overextensions. And if they perform the way they did today, even though they won, against NU Bulldogs, I think NU Bulldogs gonna win, you know? Like, luckily for them, they went through a full best of 5. So it's a slap, it's a reality check for them to be like, all right, we still have a lot of issues to deal with, right? Like, despite winning here, despite getting to the grand finals, if we want to beat NU Bulldogs, we gotta go back to our rooms, hotel rooms, and hash this out.
For sure. This is the brackets that we've painstakingly went through day 1 and day 2, and finally we have the participants for tomorrow's grand finals and also the bronze match. VL team from Indonesia up against UUM x Boboyot. Definitely a lot of fireworks there. Both teams liking that aggressive style. But for the grand finals, it's PHPH, cheese picks, adaptations, you name it. We're gonna see all of that in 7 games potentially.
Yep. It's a replay of the national finals where both of these teams met, and NU Bulldogs were the team that was able to get it done. But Novus Bravehearts, they said it as well in the interview. This is going to be them with revenge. They're coming in with vengeance, with the power of Batman. Vengeance.
The Batman Vengeance. Tomorrow's schedule, we're gonna begin with the bronze match first. VL team against UM x Boboyot. And then afterwards, we're gonna end off with a bang on the grand finals.
There you go. Write it down, boys. 14:30 GMT plus 8 for our bronze match, and then 18 GMT plus 8 for
That's
our
6 p.m.
second. Yes.
All right.
2:30 and 6 p.m.
That might drag out, by the way, just saying. Wouldn't be surprised if we go all the way to like, what time is it now?
I don't think it's 2:30. I don't think we can get to 6 p.m. I don't think it'll drag out. Oh, you mean the final match?
Final match.
Ah, yeah.
Gonna end up late.
Yep.
Well, don't want to be late to anything. You can be an early adapter of this technology, man. Use the voucher code SGMLBB50. Redeem this voucher at the Samsung Shop app and get the special discount so you can actually join the ultra smooth gameplay with powerful performance club.
Galaxy S25 series presents the very first 3nm processor, custom designed for
Yes,
Galaxy
sir.
smartphones. Snapdragon 8 Elite mobile platform for Galaxy integrates ray tracing and Vulkan optimization for an improved gaming experience. And with a larger vapor chamber, say goodbye to heat, to overheating mobile gaming. No problem, guys, especially with the new thermal interface material, TIM for short. You guys can continue getting merch as well, because guess what? This is the Galaxy Stars Ultimate Merch Match.
Merch match.
You get merch as well if you go and join, but you
Yeah.
get match. You get the match with Aaron Shiki, Flavor Flav, and then Ling Ling.
That's day 3, ladies and gentlemen. You get a chance to play with them, right? And you can catch that
Catch it.
bronze match
Nice.
and the grand finals. Bro, come on. It's a good time.
Check it out, boys and girls. Check it out, because
You better.
I wanna meet them. I wanna play with them.
Yeah.
Aaron and Fabian.
Are you on good terms with Aaron?